Alright, yeah. This one I've been wanting to do for a little while. You know, because I've been seeing the noise. And when I see that noise, I'm gonna address it. It's annoying too. You know, but it's okay sometimes to see how we disrespected every all season. But it get to a point where you see your own people being affected. And when you see your own people being affected, you almost gotta do something, you know? So we go just talk about true grades, how we being represented, and how it's a big game. And you have to be very sober-minded or you'll get tricked. You'll become a Debbie Downer fan. But also, I'm not under the illusion that we don't have reasons to be mad. But it's like having a lady or having a wife or having something like that, where I can be mad at you, but it's a whole lot different if somebody else is mad at you. Especially when you love that person. And most of us, we mad, but we still love the Cowboys. We married to them. Some of us have divorced. I ain't mad at you. We've been toxic. We've given reasons to walk away. But after that draft, some of us had our vows renewed. We feeling good. Some of us still mad. Hey, I don't care. But we gonna talk about it either way. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna be behind the scenes making things work better. Be right back. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Man. Oh, man. It's going down. Come on. Y'all rock with Boss. Wave your hands from side to side. Like you lied. You hear me? Let's go. All right, man. It's your boy Boss, man. BossCowboySports, where your voice matter. Getting ready to talk about this good old Cowboys. So what's really been kind of I always do this. I first need to start with saying what's up to the people in the building. I ain't gonna get just right into the content. I think that's not appropriate. Not when y'all came in off those notifications. That's just the right thing to do. So let me first say hello. If you new to the channel, this is what we do. We first go speak to the good old people that came in the building and got them notifications, came on in. He said, same old trash QB. I know. He talking about Hurts. Yeah. And my boy One said, like the video, man. Right, man. Them boys, they brought out Thanos Boss. Boss from my hood know him as Slide Boss. You know, when he come out, he coming out for real. So it ain't no game. Cause this is my city. Somebody think some of these people it's a sport. It's actually my own city, so I take a little bit more pride in this than some, you know. Just keeping it real. My boy said, shake my head. She girls fan, super duper delusional. Right. Yeah. Yeah, very. And we gonna talk about it because it's a lot of noise out there. I mean, a lot from very popular media sources, and it's sometimes falling into our fan base. And we go address it. We go talk real, you know, with my boy OC, straight business. We go talk about that straight business today. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep Thanos down. My boy BIRDGANG in the house. What's up, man? He was one of the dudes that we was debating, man. He cool dude though, like real cool dude. He just don't know football enough. So glad you came in, man. So what we gonna do is we gonna talk some football. Sit back, get you one of these notebooks, big dog. Get you one of these. Take you some notes. Cause I'm gonna give you some of the sauce before our next debate, because we supposed to be scheduling another Philly debate, and I don't even know if I should do it because that's almost like giving them equal energy. So that's my last Thanos. I'm gonna stop taking them shots at them boys because they cool dude.
Yoga fire.
They are cool dudes though. I like them. So my boy say, "What up, boss? What's up, man? Like, we supposed to be planning Cole's Cowboy to do another one. And see, they can't stop, dog. They can't stop." He say, "Bring all the smoke." All right, bro. If you want it, you go get it, dog. All right, and we gonna go live with it. But this is the deal. This is the deal. I'm not doing no debate with y'all on y'all platform. I'm not doing it. We got to do it on my platform because I got more features. I'm going to be able to include whatever y'all want. And on cue, y'all not going to have the home field advantage no more. Even though I can handle it, it ain't no big deal. I'll whoop you in your house. I will whoop you in your own house. Yeah, I will. But we also want to have a good, clean production, entertaining debate and a fair debate with rules, timers, everything. No cutting people off. None of that stuff we was doing. We not doing that. We gonna have stuff like this. Don't you want this? This is what we want. Speak your mind. You get a minute. Get it in. Then when you're done, then I go. That way everybody can hear all sides. We're not cutting each other off. And
Yoga fire.
The whole production is fire. Then also we'll take calls. We'll be able to get your Philly guys to call in. We'll be able to get the Dallas people to call in. We go invite the audience. So I'm all the way for this debate. And I think the world want to see this debate between Philly and BossCowboySports, the OC and I. But to be honest, we already know, bro, it's gonna be a
Yoga fire.
We gonna burn y'all down.
Rain.
It's just what's gonna happen. It's just what's gonna happen. And it's not even about being cocky. I'm just keeping it real. We just better than you. I mean, our team is just better, dog. It's just what it is. So let's talk about this, man. We gonna talk about. I can't help it, man. See, they don't birth Thanos boss. See, Thanos boss. That's slide boss. Woo! You don't want that dude. Trust me. I tried to keep him in a cliff, but he comes out every now and then. All right. Yeah. So. All right, so we go talk about the business that we hear. And so we go talk straight business, and I'm going to take some calls. And I'm going to say this, BIRDGANG. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Call in, and we will talk. We will go back and forth, me and you today. Call in. All right. But so we go talk about the business. We go talk about, because people think I'm playing. I'm dead serious. I posted this on Twitter. And I meant it, every word. I said the Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. Dallas drafted better football players. Yeah. And
Yoga fire.
that's no
Yoga
lie.
flame.
Because what got them, I'm going to be honest, see, what got them drinking Kool-Aid and believing the BS is all these articles that play on the hate for the Dallas Cowboys. So let me explain that real quick. So it's actually big business. It's big enterprise to hate on Dallas. That's why you have guys that literally come on this show, like my boy Eastside Harold. He'll be here any minute now. I promise you. He got the notification. He getting off work. He running to his car real quick just to log on and hate on Dallas. And he's a Houston Texans fan. We're not in the same division. We're not rivals, but he just hates us. It's an envy thing for the Dallas Cowboys and us being America's team.
Yoga fire.
That's just what it is. So what happens is every offseason, regardless of how good we draft, regardless of how good we're building, regardless of anything, they're gonna, well, some of them are straight up. We're gonna talk about the ones that's straight up. But a lot of articles gonna come out there and it's gonna have ridiculous negative spins on us. And so one of them is the power rankings. Now, think about how bad we spanked Philly. We spanked Philly like it was in jail. Like it was illegal for us to put the, I don't even want to say the word RAPE like we did that team. It should be illegal to do grown men like the Dallas Cowboys did the Dookie Birds. But yet, this illogical, dumb articles say stupid stuff. But it's intentional. They're catering to the massive hater crowd. So, first, let's look at Dallas. And let's just read this. It said, we've been downgraded to a power ranking of 15. A 12-5 team. It said the 2004 Eagles are the last team to repeat versus NFC East champs. And the streak's probably going to remain intact given the limited impact it appears Dallas will reap from the draft and free agency. So, okay. So they bring up the Eagles as if they've done something, right? And so then I go read what they said about the Eagles. And they say, captivating team that's set up to build on last year's playoff run. Let me ask y'all a question. Did Philly have a run? What run? What run did Philly have? I don't remember a run.
Yoga fire. Yoga
I don't remember
flame.
that. I don't remember them running. I remember them getting in, but I don't remember a playoff run. The language itself is sucking up to the prima donna, Cinderella, choir boy, weak, raggedy, trash, boo-boo green birds. Just what run is no run? And then they start sucking up to him. They say with the acquisition of wide receiver A.J. Brown and two Georgia defenders, D.T. Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean, but could also make an interesting QB pivot in next year's draft. So even Even though they got a positive rank, they still try to get rid of the quarterback that they got. Oh, they still try to get rid of their quarterback. So it's not even logical. So when you just like look at it in common sense and just use your common sense, just ask yourself, does that make sense to talk about? And listen, I'm finna keep it all the way real right now. Do y'all want Thanos boss or boss today? Cause I'm finna be Thanos boss today. So check this. I'm finna be all the way real. Y'all want me to keep it real or fake real? Tell me now. I'm finna be real. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Ain't nobody gonna tell you like I'm getting ready to tell you. Nakobe Dean did not drop because of no freaking injury. No pick. Come on, man. Let's just use our common sense real quick. Let's just use our common sense. You telling me a pick drop you through to the third round? Baby, it wasn't your pick. It was your play, big dog. Because the rumors was already out that he was dropping. And so, let me ask y'all a question. Is it a coincidence that before the draft, we said on this show, before the draft, we wasn't hating on him. This was before the draft. This was Boss Cowboy ranking. Yeah. He wasn't a top linebacker, not even to me. I had 5th rounders over him. Yeah. See, this is before the draft. Yeah. This was before the draft, not after the draft. This was before the draft. So if I go to that article that they talking about, see, and I'm just keeping it real. See, when you come on this channel, we gonna give you facts, bro. We not gonna talk that troll talk, that bull talk, that crap. So this is what he said. Yeah, this is what he said. Nakobe Dean. He said that was the nerve-wracking part about it. The whole thing, Dean said, doing a video. Get off my screen. Who are you? All right. Let me go back. Sorry, y'all. Let me go back. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. He said, Dean said, doing a video conference call late Friday night, listening to things that are not true, and it's costing me a lot of money. And just seeing my mama's face and me falling to hear things like that, that was just the biggest thing. But at the end of the day, I'm blessed. I feel like I got picked by a great organization. I'm ready to work. Okay. But then let's go look at his other quote. He said, I went to doctors, got second opinions and everything, and nobody said I should have surgery. Dean said, nobody had told me I had to have surgery. So if all these doctors was saying he didn't need to have surgery, the surgery was not the reason he dropped.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
Yeah. He dropped because he's not as good as what y'all think he is. Now, he's good. He can play. But see how how these old Philly green dookie boo-boo boys trying to make it seem as if they got them some major steal. No, he's good. But he's not all what y'all trying to make him to be. And that's why me and a lot of scouts was dropping him. And all you got to do is go to my Twitter. My Twitter will tell you. Because I posted this before. Not after. This is no shot at Dean. Because I like Dean. He still was number 4. Big dog. But see, trying to pretend as if y'all just beat us on paper, baby boy. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. All right, hold on. I'm gonna take some calls. Let me take some calls, and I'm gonna come. Hold on. Let me see if I got some more points to make. Nah, I'm gonna take some calls. I'm gonna take a pause. Let's take some calls, man. So we gonna open up this phone. So we gonna see if any of these Philly boys call in. We got the phone lines open, man. Y'all get up in here, and then I'm gonna finish making my case, cause I'm gonna just give it a little breather, real quick. Here we go. BossCowboySports.
Hey, what's up, boss?
Hey, what's up?
This dude shit, boy.
What's up, boy?
Man, I just got through, who was doing the collab? It was Philly 500, Bronson, and some other cat, man. They was just in there. Boy, I was giving it to them Eagles fans, dog. They sitting up there trying to talk about my mama and everything else but football, dog. They ain't like the facts I was laying. They ain't like the facts I was laying, bro.
Yoga
They don't
fire.
understand, like,
Yoga
Jalen
flame.
Hurts is not that guy. He got benched, bro.
Yeah,
He got benched.
yeah.
So, I mean, and did he get benched in the pros as well? I'm not, I don't know. But
Yeah,
like,
they bitched him for
from
to try
every
to tank.
standpoint of, like, yeah.
They was tanking. Obviously tanking.
Didn't they ain't Andy Dalton 1-0 against Jalen Hurts?
Man,
Or-
is it?
Andy Dalton beat him by 20, huh?
Oh my God. And see,
I don't understand it, boss. You know, like they like, I mean, your point on the selling the ratings, bro. Like, yeah,
that's what it's about.
yeah, they have to.
Money.
They gotta sell these ratings.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not, because they was coming at me like, dog, you bragging about being 6-0 in the NFC East. Y'all's dumbass in the NFC with us. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all sitting up here in the NFC with us. We've been beating y'all. We went 6-0. Like if we gonna do anything, we gonna win our division. Like, that's for us to worry about whether we can what we can do in the playoffs. But like, I'm talking about currently, because you know, Eagles fans, they'll sit up here and be like, well, in the last 5 years done.
And listen, and this is the thing. Hold on. This is the thing they say that kills me. In the last 5 years, we made the playoffs. It's like, bro, there's no trophies for playoff appearances. See, that's what makes us different. Our standards are different. We are mad because we lost to San Fran. The playoffs was not good enough for us. We are angry as hell. But to them, they like, oh, we consistently get in the playoffs. We take stepping stones. Shut up.
Like, that consistently beat y'all. Like, what y'all saying?
Man.
Y'all can't be, like, I can understand if they beating us all the time. I can understand if they was on us like they did in 2000. I got y'all. Y'all got the 2000s. But we in 20. We 2 decades removed from. I get the 27 years, but it's, come on, man. Tampa Bay got more Super Bowls than y'all.
Right.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a more storied franchise than y'all. If we gonna talk about the Super Bowls,
bro, they got 1 trophy. We had
whole trophy.
They've been freeloading on our division for years because our division, in terms of Super Bowls, got the most Super Bowls in the NFL, and they freeloading self are always pushed up to the top and ain't earned nothing. They used to do the same thing with Wentz. Every year they used to, Wentz is better than Dak. Wentz is better than Dak. I think this year, it was 2021, 2020, and they were still saying Wentz could maybe go back to his 2017 MVP year. Man, shut up.
Carson Wentz done. Like, that whole year, that whole squad, like, that's done. I've had different coaches since then. Like, that's over. Like, that's, we not talking about 2017. We talking about since, let's start at 2020. And you gotta include when Andy Dalton beat y'all. You have to, because you gotta understand, like, when we were sitting up here last offseason telling you, no, the Eagles don't got us. We beat y'all with Andy Dalton. Oh, this is a new year. And we came back and smoked them by another 20.
Man.
And then they want to talk the last game, but everybody was tucking in that last game. They want to talk about their starters. Michael Parsons was out. We was sitting him.
Right. And listen, see, they not ready, D. See, because they'll say this. Oh, that last game when Dak threw 5 touchdowns on us, that was our second team. But then they'll turn around and say, Dak lost to practice squad players in 2018. So you can't have it both ways. You can't.
Yeah, they say, what's Dak's playoff record? What's Jalen Hurts' playoff record?
Yeah, that's how you know they are a little brother. And the only thing that I hate right now is the fact that I even have energy towards them like they matter. I'm actually looking within. Like, check yourself. You should be very cool, under composure, because they are not even close to your level. So why are you even giving them energy?
You seen the Kanye documentary, boss?
Yoga flame.
Say it again.
And Kanye West. You seen that documentary?
Which one?
It's on Netflix, man.
No,
basically,
I ain't seen.
My whole point is being like, people don't understand, like, arrogant people. Like, we get dubbed as that arrogant fan base. It's because we're constantly having to deflect crazy stuff like this. Like last year, we're trying to deflect the fact that they was gonna say Washington was gonna run it back because they got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Craziness. Now, AJ Brown, and because we let go of a couple guys, the Eagles done came in 20 points on us. Carson Wentz with the Washington Commanders. Them Commanders. They got them going second in the division. Some people, and it's just out of pure hate.
Yeah.
Like I can never let myself be that much of a hater where I'm spitting lies. I'm gonna tell the truth.
I could never be that type of hater too, big bro. But hey, man, let me get to this content.
Then your boy Law rung out AJ Brown. AJ Brown, that's y'all's new savior. But if you go look at his games, Michael Gallup missed the same amount of games, and they had the same stats in production. So you mean to tell me Tennessee's number 1 wide receiver had the same amount as our number 4 target? Coop, Lamb, Schultz, then Gallup. That was our number 4 target. Come on, man. But I'll sit back and listen, boss, man.
Yeah, let me get to this content. I got a lot to get through because we gonna prove this tonight. This is gonna be a prove it night. We going through this. You know what I'm saying?
All right, boss.
All right. Thank you, D.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all be patient. I'm gonna take some more calls. I'm gonna come back to them calls. Don't give up. I'm gonna come back to them calls. I just want to show a little film. I mean, because this is all about what I said, right? I got to show y'all I ain't playing. What did I say? The Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. Dallas drafted better football players. I meant it. Now, you got some Cowboy fans that's ready to check your boy, Boss Cowboy. They ready to lecture me. They ready to get all in my grill because they go defend Philly. We do got those. I'm gonna show y'all. We got some boys. See, I always watch a Dallas Cowboy fan that start a statement with, I'm a realist. Watch those type, because you likely not a realist. You likely a scared pessimist. That's what you likely are. And you are hiding behind a facade of realism for being a scary ass dude. That's what you are. You just scared. Yeah. Because it's been hard. It's been a while since we've been to the big dance, but we know how to get talent, and we run this division, even though that's not the goal. But on the way to trying to reach our goal, we stumped and been stumping since we had Dak, this division.
Yoga fire.
Yeah, we own this division since we had Dak.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
So I would say, hey, Bird Gang, you said you can't wait to get on. I'm gonna open back up the phone. I'm gonna smash you, bro. It's gonna be so easy again. It's gonna be another L if you get on this call. Matter of fact, send me your number. Send me your number. Put it on Twitter. I'm gonna call you, big dog. All right, but let's go through some film on your boy BIRDGANG. Let's go through some film. Let's look at Nakobe. All right. So we do film here. All right. We don't do rumors like y'all. We do film. All right. So when you look at Dean, you see him right there going backwards on that tackle, but he came up with some force. I'm not gonna knock him. I do like him as a player. I had him as my top 4 linebacker, so I'm not saying he's bad. But the issue is he as good as what y'all say? So I'm gonna show you some plays that where he was actually in the same situation as 5th rounders, and that play right there, he got the touchdown only because everybody else was walking around him, and he had the awareness to play through the whistle. But look, everybody walking around him, everybody, and he got him a free touchdown on awareness. But to everybody else, oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. That ain't great. It's the other people around you wasn't great on that play. So right here, he go whiff on the tackle on the tight end. Whiff. Yeah. Whiffer. Yeah. Right here, he gonna make a good play. He gonna make a good play right here on the tight end. Well, the tight end more so dropped the ball. That should have been touchdown. But he gonna get credit like he made a play, but that really should have been touchdown. So as we looking at him, you know, I do see a guy that plays with intensity, right? A lot of intensity. He has one speed. I love that about him. He does play with one speed, but he is not the guy. Watch this. Rock out! Did y'all see that? Did y'all see him get blown out that hole? Or was that just me? Was that just me? Or did y'all see him get potty-powed out that hole? Wow! Yeah. And look at that. Is my eyes deceiving me? Or is that guard flexing on him? Oh, okay. Yeah. So what's crazy is some of y'all will say, boss, man, a guard versus a linebacker, that should happen. No, it shouldn't. Because I can show you another linebacker that was in the same situation where he had to face that same guard. Let's see what happened. No, not this place, the next play. Hold on. I got you. Let's see. So a linebacker, he go face the center and walk up, boop. Yeah. So, now this is that same guard that knocked Dean 4 yards out that hole. The same guard. See what happened. Boom. Oh. So I supposed to watch 5th rounders. Hear me out. I supposed to watch 5th rounders make better plays than Dean, but grade Dean higher. No, y'all can, not me. That's why I said, and I meant it. I'm gonna show you again. This is what I said, and I mean every word. I said the Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. Dallas drafted better players. So I'm gonna get into these players real quick, just a little bit, but I just want to show you some of these players. Okay. So first of all, obviously we have Tyler, right? And people love to bring up him being number 1. All right. We just talking football too. We talking straight football, real football, not trolling, real football. So people like to talk about him being number 1 and holding. But you know what they don't bring up? That he was also #1 all time in run blocking. Is that an important fact?
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
Is that an important fact? Being all time #1, now all time, not just this class, all time graded in run blocking in the ACC. Yeah. So let's use our common sense too. If he's going to play guard, is he going to be going against the type of athletes that he had to go against at tackle and at left tackle?
Yoga fire.
So will he be playing in a position that's geared towards his strengths, or will he be playing as a rookie in a position that's geared towards his weakness?
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
So when you think about it from just common sense, not trolling, that is a way better pick than Dean. It is. I ain't lying to nobody. It's just what it is. Yeah, Tyler Smith is a better pick. And I'm talking about from facts. I ain't making this up. This is, yeah, you can go look this up. Right in your face. 93.9 run blocking grade, best ever in AAC tackle. Best ever. So what is he going to be playing? He's going to be playing guard. So he's actually in a position of strength. So am I lying on what I said? When I said what I said, especially when you look at the, let me read it again. The Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. Dallas drafted better football players. So, yeah. So let's look at the next one. Let's look at our 4th rounder. Because a lot of people like to hate, right? And they've been hating. But Nagy, a real scout, over the Senior Bowl. This is what he said. All right. Now, all I'm doing is going through facts. Now, a lot of the Philly people, they don't like facts.
Yoga fire.
They don't
Yoga
like facts.
flame.
But I'm still going to give you the facts anyway. Jim Nagy said this as a scout, former scout for New England, and a frequent to the NFL network. He said you can make a strong argument that at Badger football, tight end Jake Ferguson has the most natural hands of any prospect in the 2022 draft. The guy literally catches everything. And he made that catch on the safety and got 2 toes down. As these guys was being evaluated, our guys that we drafted was the standout guys. I want y'all to understand that while people are downgrading us and saying we didn't improve from the draft, the real scouts are saying we got dudes that have the best hands. Huh? Okay. And just by the way, I just want to let everybody know, if you didn't know this, I did a video on him that's in much more detail. If you didn't see that, go check it out. It's a short video with film, a full analysis on him. All right. But let's keep going. Also, if you go to that, where I was debating the Philly guys, they was really talking like Jalen Tolbert is a nobody. But here we go again. Another first-hand testimonial. Check this out. The verbiage on our guys. Jalen Tolbert has easily been the most impressive wide receiver all week. Another solid rep today. Our guy.
Yoga fire.
Our guy. Dallas Cowboys guy. Not Phillies guy. Dallas Cowboys guy. Oh, Jalen Tolbert was the most, he said easily the most impressive. Yeah. So you got right before that a testimonial where another guy saying your tight end has the best hands out of everybody. Then you go right next door and somebody says this guy is clearly the best receiver all week.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
Let me pull out Thanos Boss real quick. I like him. Because when I be speaking facts, it brings out Thanos Boss. So they trying to give us these grades as if this is not a good draft. Boy. Okay, let's keep going. Then we go open up the phone lines. Now, everybody will know, who did I say is the most accurate and fair even before the draft? Did I say ESPN? Nope. Did I say anybody outside of CBS? Nope. Right before the draft and every year, what do I tell y'all? I say CBS board seems to be the most accurate and fair board out there. Period. Guess what they gave Sam Williams? A-. Let's keep going. Y'all know this guy? Huh? Brian Boldinger? Huh? Y'all know him? Well, y'all know Boldinger. He does a breakdown of a lot of players, NFL and college, and he only does standout players. That's his thing. That's his niche. That's what he does. This is his Twitter account right here. Okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to just scroll down, unaltered, untouched, and I'm just going to see how many Dallas Cowboy players are on his list even before the draft. Okay, let's just scroll. Let's start the exercise. So, okay, so we see Max Crosby. Then he has some breakdowns on an Eagles guard. Okay, then he has something on Josh Allen. So he dealing with nothing but the best. He has some on Jameson Williamson, Evan Neal. Oh, who is this? Oh, that's Dallas Cowboy guy, Sam Williams. Oh, and then as we scroll, we see something on Christian Watson, deservingly. Yeah, we see something on Drake, the defensive end. We see something on, obviously the linebacker. But guess who is? Marquise Bell. For the Dallas Cowboys. Undrafted free agent. That's 2 out of this whole list. Let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, I'm just scrolling too. I haven't done anything but scrolled. I'm just scrolling down. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to see how many Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Marcus Williams in here twice. Not Marcus Williams. Sam Williams. He in there twice. Oh, twice. Oh, Nakobe Dean. You got you one, Philly. You got you one. Good job. Thank you, Philly. You got you one. Oh, Marcus Bell in here again. Yeah. All I'm doing. Oh, he's in here 3 times. I quit. Oh, guess what? My guy was in there. I didn't even know that till now. My guy. Yeah. Look like me and Baldy got the same eyes. Yeah. Y'all remember that guy that he just featured? Yeah, that was Malcolm Rodriguez. I didn't even know. I was just scrolling. I promise you, I did not know that he featured Malcolm Rodriguez. I didn't. On everything, I didn't know. But let's look at my list. Let's look at my list real quick. Let me see what I said. Yep. I had Malcolm Rodriguez over Nakobe Dean. And out of all of these people, now we supposed to be, according to the main media and the massive media, we supposed to have a bad draft, but all of these scouts are saying we got guys with the best hands. We got Baldy featuring 3 of our players before they was ever drafted. Some of them he featured twice and 3 times, but this supposed to be a bad draft by Will McClay. Or is this Will McClay doing what he always does and he destroyed the draft with no names? See, I'm gonna show you something about your Will McClay. All right, I want y'all to really know something about Will McClay. Will McClay and Boss Cowboy are the same on one thing: we don't care about no damn hype. We only say what we see. Yeah, and I'm gonna prove it. Listen to this.
It's hard for me personally to take a center that can get knocked back. Now, I understand reach, and I understand going to the second level, and I understand the importance of the center to call. This is just me. But it's real hard if that center can't interchangeable and be a good guard, which does take a lot of base, then it's hard for me to go with just that with the makeup of our team right now. And so that when it obviously a prospect that could be both center guard appeals to me more. And so someone asked the question here earlier, why'd you pass on that center? When you are sitting there with center, we've got that. We've got a big base guy here. And so and obviously we had alternatives when we got it done.
I was just wondering who the best center was.
What? See, I'm gonna rewind that because that went over some people's head.
And obviously we had alternatives when we got it done.
I was just wondering who the best center was.
So for those who don't understand what he's saying, he basically saying, I didn't even think Tyler Linderbaum was the best center. See, I'm not playing when I say what I say. I'm going to say it again. The Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. Dallas drafted better football players. I'm dead serious. I ain't playing no game. I'm saying exactly what I mean. And I mean what I say. My boy Law Nation in the house. What's up, big dog? You also right on time. Perfect timing, bro. Because I was finna feature what you said next. Look at God. Look at the Lord. My boy Law Nation comes in the house and shows the yoga flames. And
Yoga fire.
I have his tweet up next. The timing is immaculate. It must be a miracle. The timing. My boy Law Nation is in the house and voila, I'm featuring what my boy posted because it's factual. And my boy said, Mr. Law Nation Sports, he said, historically, the Cowboys always get the lowest draft grades out of the NFC East.
Yoga fire.
Man, that timing. Man, that low. Man, your timing is perfect, dog. Man, boy, I'm gonna have to make one of these for the homie Law, man. If I'm Thanos, Law, you got to tell me who you gonna be. I don't know if you gonna be Superman, Spider-Man, Flash Gordon. Let me know, because I'm Thanos. For real. I am Thanos today. Shoot. But now, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, man. Law just told the truth and nothing but the freaking truth on that tweet. Man, that tweet is fire. Can I give it to him?
Yoga fire.
Man. Yeah, man. Dr. Strange, I got you, Law. Say no more. Hey, we got you, Law. We got you. You Dr. Strange. So when we start the final word next week, y'all gonna see I'm Thanos, right? And then my boy Law gonna be Dr. Strange. We gonna make this happen. So we gonna only pull that out doing fights though, real fights when we fight. But my boy is Dr. Strange and I'm Thanos. Let's get it. All right. But yeah, that's a fact. That is a real life fact what Law broke down. And I just want everybody to just marinate on facts, please. Marinate. I'm gonna take a pause. I'm gonna get on the phone lines. Let's get on these phone lines again, and then I'm gonna finish the content. But I want to go through them players. My boy say, "Can I be the Hulk?" Bro, that's perfect. Say, listen, my boy CFO, you are the Hulk, big dog. That is perfect for you too, bro. So CFO is the Hulk, and my boy Law is Doctor Strange. Man, that's perfect. See, you Philly boys started this. You have united us. See, because we was all mad. We was real mad until y'all start talking. We was mad at Jerry. We was mad at Steven. We was mad at Will McClay. We was mad at God. We was mad at our dog. But then you Philly funky cats started talking. Oh man, and listen, we got them Philly boys, y'all coming in my house. How dare you? My boy Philly Notion is in the house with BIRDGANG. You fucking Comedinas, you fucking Comedinas. You have brought out Thanos out the woodworks, and I'm here to strike. All right. So since y'all in the house, and y'all in my house, we gonna all have us a sensible conversation on how to really talk football up in this mother. You understand? All right, here we go. Let's show how to have this discussion. Y'all ready? Hold on, make sure I got this stuff queued up right. I didn't. It would have been messed up. Now it's finna be right. Watch this. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I had it wrong. Hold on. Here it is. Here it is. Listen.
We're not going to sit here and give y'all flowers over drafting Jalen Tolbert, bro. He was like the sixth wide receiver. He was like the sixth best wide receiver in this draft, to be honest. He was like the sixth best wide receiver in this draft. And y'all drafted him too high. We going to keep it funky. Y'all drafted him too high.
I know that. Hold on, bro. Hold on. What makes you know that we drafted him too high when he hasn't
Listen.
He hasn't. No. Oh, see. I see what's going on with you, Philly boo-boo birds, you green dookie boys. See, y'all want to argue paper. We gotta argue that field, baby.
Can I say that again? See, Philly people want to argue paper, speculation, what Mel Kiper said. I'm telling you what boys are saying about them on the field. You see the difference? See, my boy was talking about he was graded top 6 and y'all reached and see that's draft talk. Can we talk about what these boys do on the field? Can we talk about that? Can we show that? He say, she say, draft this guy and this guy says XYZ. What are they doing when the lights are on? So let me just explain something to these Philly boo-boo boys. All right, let me go back. Let them finish, and I'm explaining.
It's about that feel. Because, see, everybody that want to trash us on grades, they always got to face us.
Right.
Okay, so let me put it like this. We won't be blowing y'all out by 30 no more. It'll only be 27.
Y'all good. Every other year. Every other year, y'all good. Every other year, y'all good.
Yeah. So they don't get it. They just don't get it. I'm gonna open up these phone lines, Philly. My boy Philly Notion. He the one with that annoying evil laugh. That's him right there. He a good channel too. BIRDGANG a good channel too. I was on it for a reason. But they was chirping. They was talking way too much. And I had to. And they sent me the link. And I'm like, man, why did you send me the link, dog? Because you finna unite the fan base like never before. All right, let me turn on these phones real quick. All right, man, hold on real quick. And I know y'all want to see this war. We gonna set this war up. Yeah, it's gonna be in my house though. That's how we gonna have to set it up. And I'm gonna have it to where everybody can get in there. I'm gonna have it to where 10 people can get in there. But it's gonna be in my house, my production. It's gonna be able to be streamed to all y'all pages. That's how we gonna do it. All right. And I go to your house too. I ain't trying to bogart. But y'all need to come to my house. BossCowboySports.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Good.
I just want to throw into I hate Philly with a passion. Third, dude. You beat them twice. I don't even know why they call him. But, like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was angry at Dallas until we saw how Philly was talking. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm mad, but I'm never going to be that mad to where I'm not going to remember who the real enemy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
well, we'll see when the season starts. We got too much talent. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand how they're going to doubt us after drafting us for so many years now. We got more pro, not Pro Bowl, pro than almost any other team in the drafted or pros drafted. Any other team in the NFL except the one team. I think it might be the Ravens. That's it. So,
right.
Like, we obviously have a good talent evaluation system going on. So, like,
right.
I don't care. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's insulting for people who don't do the work like we do to come tell us what we got. Like my boy Law Nation, I asked him for his top 5 in every position. He sent it to me within 5 minutes. Real talk. I was like, dang, bro. But that's because he was prepared. And just like me, I'm not making it up when I talking about my list of linebackers. It was real. You know what I'm saying? It was real. So when you talk about us being very good at evaluations, not only is, in my opinion, our front office real good at this, led by Will McClay, the fans are too. Shit.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll let you be. This is Sam, by the way. It was nice talking with you.
Sam, thanks for calling, bro. Hey, and whenever you want to call in, big dog. All right?
All right, peace out, bro.
Peace out. Good call by Sam. All right, here we go, man. We're going to take some more calls, and I'm going to finish the content. Hopefully, let me see if this dude sent me his number, because I'm going to call him. Let me see. Because them Philly boys acting like they want that smoke. I'm going to give it to them. I think he sent me his number. Did he? Oh, hold on. Let me take this call. BossCowboySports. Oh, I see it. I see you, dog. I'm calling you now. Yeah, and it's ringing.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up, my guy?
All right, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are. Let's get to talking this talk. Let's go.
Let's go. This is Bird Game 31, Philadelphia Eagles content creator. I'm just here to talk some football with you, my guy. How you doing, man?
Could you do me one favor? Could you turn me down in the back because it's an echo, and then we go. All right. So you saw,
there?
yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Turn me down in the back.
Okay, what you say?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. So you saw the presentation, and I'm gonna ask you like I asked y'all the other day. What kind of call we getting ready to have? Is this finna be a football call, or is this finna be a back and forth troll? Let me know right now so I can know how to proceed.
Well, you should already know.
You say what?
I said you should already know I don't troll. I just speak fact.
All right, let's go. So that means you finna
Let's
troll.
go.
That means you finna troll. Let's go. What do you think about what I was saying? Because you saw most of the presentation. What's your thoughts on it? What do you disagree with?
I disagree with Nakobe Dean not being the best linebacker out of the draft. He won the award for best linebacker. He played on one of the best college football teams of all defenses of all time. He's national champion, so I don't know about him being the third best linebacker in that draft. I like you guys draft, so I can't even hate on nobody you guys draft for real. I don't think it's as good as you guys think it is, but I think it was a solid draft for you guys to help fill some pieces. But I do think you guys can't even compete. Like, you can't hype Jalen Tolbert. Like, I was a huge guy. I wanted the Eagles to draft Jalen Tolbert, and I don't think he's better than Gallup or Wilson or Coop. Definitely not. So I don't think he's gonna make that kind of an impact on your team that you guys are all excited about. And I just think you guys are getting like super hyped on this show tonight. You guys are talking about things that I don't think is very relevant. Like, you guys are trying to hype up guys that aren't known and then hate on our known ballers that've been balling all their college years.
Hold on. Let me pause you real quick because you made 3 points. I want to take it one at a time, if that's okay. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So let me first start with Dean. All right. Let's start with Dean. How is it hating, first of all, if my grades was before the draft?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Your grades,
Yeah.
right? Like you said, it was your grades, and then you showed it was another guy. What was it? Jim Nagy or something like that?
Yeah.
Saying that I don't remember who else said it, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying you're hating. You can have your grades. You can say who you want, to be the best. And, that's everybody has their opinion. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that the tape is out there. He was on one of the best defense ever in college football.
You say the tape?
Guys, Dean and
So what?
Davis.
Let me ask you a question. I showed you the tape of him getting blown off the ball.
You showed me a tape of Evan Neal, like first round, like top 5 pick, blowing him off the ball. That wasn't no big deal. Like,
okay, so
you can't show one tape. I can show you some Senior Bowl highlights of our 5th rounder, Kerryon Johnson, or not Kerryon Johnson, whatever name, Kerryon Smith or whatever, who drafted, blowing up, starting linebackers.
Yeah, but this is the point. This is the point.
But no one said
you trying to say because of a Buckets award that he the best, right? And I'm saying, and you saying the film is out there as if the film don't have questions on it. Because do you really believe BIRDGANG 31? And we not arguing. This is actually a good conversation. You real cool this call. You ain't pull out Thanos. So I'm gonna say this. Do you really feel that a pec muscle is why he dropped?
I think it's just like the same reason Thibodeau's dropped. Right before the draft, some bad news hit, teams get scared. Whenever something pops up at the last minute, teams get scared. Thibodeau's at the beginning of the draft process was supposed to be the #1 draft pick.
No.
And he moved all the way down to the Giants pick. Just like
Yoga,
I'm not saying,
fire.
obviously he's still a
Yoga,
first rounder. I'm
rain.
just saying, like, that is something that might scare away some teams.
Okay, so how is that gonna scare away teams when those teams got their medical? Like, it wasn't a pec muscle. So you telling me a muscle was the reason why he dropped? A last minute news on a muscle? That's an excuse. We're not dealing with
Well,
bones.
they didn't know if he needed surgery or not. Just like how we had Brooks last year, who tore his pec, and we thought he was coming back halfway through the season. He never even came back, and he retired.
So you telling me their own doctors looked at him and couldn't tell if he would need a surgery or not? That's what you telling me. You telling me you believe that? You telling me that all of a sudden at the last minute,
lying. Either Dean's lying or
Dean is lying. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Lying. Because you never seen no other team come out and say that. You just heard
Right.
that was rumors. Like no other team came out and said they were worried about.
So we saying the same thing. The story don't make sense, Bird. See, you on Dallas Cowboy channel, man. We measure Kool-Aid over here, big dog. That's what we do over here.
It's a big
Hold on,
thing
give me
for
a second,
Boss
man.
Cowboy
Give me 1 second.
to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring.
It don't add up, Bird. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm thinking he dropped for play. I think he dropped for play.
The best linebacker in college dropped for play.
Yeah, but see, he not the best, dog. Listen,
You have him for, so you know he good.
Yeah, he good, but I tell you what, Damon Clark, because it was already known that he was gonna need surgery on his neck. If that didn't come out, Nakobe wouldn't have been in my top 5. It would have been Damon Clark or Muma. Nakobe was the dude that was almost getting ready to get out of my top 5. The only reason he was in my top 5 is because I knew about Damon Clark, and Muma and Nakobe Dean was real close. And when it comes to production, our guy, our 5th rounder, was way more productive than your 3rd rounder, sir. And I think that Buckets Award is more so about
players are on LSU. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Like last year, Singleton led the NFL in tackles, but Singleton a good linebacker? Hell no. That don't mean nothing. Stats
but
don't
you
mean
talking
nothing.
about tape, dog. You saying tape. You saying production. You see, this is why I said what I said the other day. You feel it. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. I don't want us to cut off each other. I want everybody to hear us. I'm going to shut up and let you talk once I finish. I promise you.
I'm sorry about that.
But this is, no, you good. This is why I said, this is why I said on the podcast the other day that you Philly boys want to argue paper. Let's argue production. What's on the field? What's on the film? I don't care about trophies, awards, and pats on the back. Because just like MVP, me and you know the MVP is more of a team award in the NFL, right? We know you can be the best player, but if you're on a team that's losing, you not go get MVP. So Nakobe Dean was the national champions. So obviously he's going to get the leg up for the Buckets over Damon Clark. And that is how this political awards game works. That's why we shouldn't debate awards. We should debate tape and we should debate production. Not what you like to do and what you Philly guys was doing the other day. And y'all was trying to debate paper and awards.
You want me to keep going? I can keep going with this whole debate.
Let's go.
How many start first round or talented LSU linebackers besides Clark got drafted too?
Say, man, will you stop it? Hold on, you talking about
everybody
LSU?
On that defense in Georgia got drafted early. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, all of them did. You know, there was other, draft picks that were high draft picks that came off that linebacker core too in Georgia. So he can't get all of it. If he's the best player on LSU, of course he's going to have the most stats. He's going to look a lot better when you're the best piece on the board. And when you have a number one all-time great defense in Georgia, of course your stats aren't going to look as high. But he still won an award with less stats because he is that dude. He's the field general.
No, I don't believe you. And I don't think that's the reason why. I don't think that's the reason why. I think he has the most passion out of all those guys. I think he was the emotional leader. I think he plays with a tremendous motor. I love all that about Dean. Do you hear me hating on Dean? I'm not hating on Dean. He can play. But what I'm saying is, I think your argument is actually flawed, because I think it's easier if you are Clark playing around all that talent that Dean had. I think that's easier.
I'm just saying, Clark playing in that same defense, his stats would be lower too.
I mean, yeah, and I agree with that. See, I'm not trying to have a fight with you and win every debate, because sometimes you make solid points. And it is a solid point that Damon Clark's production would have hurt in Georgia, because I really watched the film and know you right on this, that they rotated the linebackers at Georgia versus Damon Clark. He stayed on the field unless if it was nickel or if it was a dime package, because he was the strong side linebacker, and me and you know that's who comes off the field doing nickel packages and dime packages. So from that point, you right. But I'm not going to knock Damon Clark because he had to play more and he had more production.
I don't knock Clark either. I think he's a good football player. I'm just saying Nakobe Dean is that beast, and I think he is going to be the steal of the draft. And I really think the fact that he didn't go first round, that he went third round, he's going to really have a a chip on his shoulder to go prove that he was the best linebacker in the draft. So I think that's a big plus for us.
And I think you drinking Kool-Aid, and I ain't mad at you. You got reasons to drink Kool-Aid on Dean. You have reasons to have all the optimism you do, because basically he should be embarrassed. Can we say that? Can we just be honest? Huh? Can we be honest? He should be embarrassed. You know why he should be embarrassed? Because he came out there looking like a straight up clown with a pink suit and didn't get drafted. You all in the green room looking all super flashy like a weirdo, and you sitting there with the ugly face blaming your pectoral muscle.
Well, obviously this Dean thing's not going to go anywhere, because I think I proved it already. Why Dean went better. But let's go back to how the Eagles have all these flashy picks and not ballers. Let's go to our number one pick.
Let's go.
Let's go to George Davis. Okay, I think you do a little tape film. Another guy that got rotated. But if you hear with George Davis was never sinkable out. He was always double teamed. And the fact of the matter is, he's the biggest freak of nature ever at the defensive tackle position to ever come out of the draft.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How can you say that that's not going to be something to worry about? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's not something that you just look, oh, he's just flashy and that's just all hype. Like, this dude's really a beast, like he's a dog.
Okay, I'm going to answer your question, all right? Hold on. First, let me spell your name, because I'm going to make sure I let everybody know where to find you. It was Bird.
BIRDGANG 31.
BIRDGANG 31. All right. So I'm putting your name down here so everybody can know where to find you. I mean, you giving some good content. Y'all make sure y'all follow BIRDGANG 31. He's a good follow. He has a lot of passion. And he's acting pretty cool today, so he didn't bring out Thanos Boss. We actually having a real football discussion that's not dramatic and drama. This is just a real one. But let's talk about Dean. And not Dean. Let's talk about Jordan Davis. All right. So I agree with you that in terms of freak, absolutely. He was one of the guys. And at first, him and Dean was guys that I wanted to move up for. But then in the final week, I did a bunch of film work, just because I wanted to make sure that some of the guys that I was kind of questioning was what I thought they were, right? So I went back, I looked at Dean, I looked at Malcolm Rodriguez, I looked at a lot of the guys, and I was putting together the tape because I wanted to show what I was seeing and display it to my channel, right? With that, I was seeing Jordan Davis, and I can tell you this, especially in the national championship game, Jordan Davis didn't do nothing. He was non-existent. The guy that made the biggest splash plays on that defensive line was White,
who went to Green Bay, and it was not even close.
I agree. Wyatt was a beast too, but see.
So no.
Play
So
for guys like him.
Hold on, real quick. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I want to make the bigger point. I did, but I just want to say one more thing, then I'm gonna shut up. Because that's why I said let's argue production and not paper. Because paper, Jordan Davis. Production, you just agree with me that Wyatt put up the production in the big games. Now I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, okay. So you're right. Wyatt did have more production on the field, but Wyatt was not the one getting double team and triple team every play.
And Jordan Davis wasn't either.
What you don't realize is about Jordan Davis' size is no one's going to be able to single block this guy. He's a grown man beyond grown man. He's a giant. It's kind of like Jordan Mailata. So even like we got Mailata on our team, and Mailata doesn't have all the skills of an all-pro, but he's considered like, a Pro Bowl left tackle just from his size and athleticism alone. Like, that is going to take up a lot of the, lack of skill that he has. Same way with Jordan Davis. He has a high motor. He runs a sub-4.
That's not true.
He's a
he don't got a high motor.
Also come into the league.
That's not true.
In a nice rotation with other good defensive tackles. Fletcher Cox, Hargrave, Milton Williams from last year. Like, these are all good football players that he's going to have to, he's going to be learning from his first year in the league.
Okay. Listen, that's a good pick. Now, I'm not going to debate. You got to get him on just upside, right? Right? Even even with the average film on big games. So, because he's so athletic, he could be, and I've seen this before, and I'm giving you an olive branch in this argument. I've seen this with some of these players like him, where they so athletic and they so good that they start counting their money in college, meaning they don't go all out because they too close to the money. You know what I'm saying? I saw Bosa do that. I saw what's the defensive end from the Browns? Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. Like their senior years was, you know what I mean? But I get it, because they was obviously being discussed as top 5 talent. How do you not count your money and sometimes throttle down in college? Because they know about the stories of like what happened with Jalen Smith going all out in the bowl game and you lose millions. So I give you the pick of Jordan Davis, but I'm not going to give you the production from what was put on tape. I'm just not going to give you that because he didn't do that in big games.
But like I said, at the end of the day, like his floor is, a guy that's on like a Via Vega, but he has the upside that no one can really, because you don't have nobody else that's ever been this big, this fast, ever come into the league. So even Fletcher Cox came in all dominant, and he wasn't even from as big as a school as Georgia. Like, he didn't win no national championship when he came out, but he was still only 295. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy, he was 360 that last national championship game. Coming to the draft, he was down to 345. And I imagine by the beginning of the season, they probably want to get him back to 335. So all that weight he's losing, he's just getting faster, bigger, and stronger, Okay. So I really think that his floor is a Via Vea, because no matter what, you're going to have to double team this guy. Like, you're not going to be able to just line up, unless you have an all-world center or, guard on your team. You're not going to be able to do nothing against this guy. He's going to be able to have his way with him,
Cool. So my last question, because you was good, man. This was a good talk. This is what I prefer to do. I would prefer to talk football, and I think me and you accomplished that. A diehard Philly guy, a diehard Dallas guy, and it wasn't petty. This was really me and you having a real discussion. This is how I prefer to talk football. I pull out Thanos when I got to. You know what I'm saying? But this this discussion didn't call for Thanos, but I do got one more question for you. All right, and I'm not gonna set you up like I did the other day when Thanos snapped and disappeared. Okay. I'm going back to my statement. I said the Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. Dallas drafted better football players. Could you see where I really believe that and not trolling? Can you at least see my case is sincere? Can we go back and forth on that? Or do you think this is a really trolling tweet?
I think that as you being a Cowboys fan, you probably feel that way.
Yeah.
You know, and I can see why. But like you said in the beginning, like every Cowboys fan hated the draft first night. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was on Twitter, on all social media, just going crazy. Like what's going on? You know, it took for everybody to have to realize, go actually do some research on some of these players, because no one knew who they were. You know, not very many of them. And then after that, they're like, okay, it wasn't that bad of a draft. Like, our draft was full of stars, like guys that you know that you can plug and play into your defense, wherever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, A.J. Brown is part of this draft. A.J. Brown, 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns. You know, one of the best young receivers in football right now.
Yeah.
You know, Pro Bowler, legit guy. Like, this is not just some guy that, you know, we just brought over. It's like 24 years old, first-round draft pick. It's like we just drafted a first-round Pro Bowler on our team. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge pickup. You know,
that
Davis, Dean, and then even like the background guys that what do you say, Kerryon Johnson? That dude's pretty good. You know, he's gonna be a nice piece to go check out what he got. The tight end, you know, I know he missed a year of football from too many concussions, but he was another tight end that played some good football, you know, last year for SMU, and he also played with Jalen Hurts in Oklahoma when Jalen Hurts went there and was Heisman Trophy, you know, candidate runner-up. You know, like people always, like earlier I heard the guy was talking about, you know, Jalen, you know, he got benched. I'm like, people keep going back to the benching of Jalen Hurts. They forget what happens the next year, and then the year after that when he left and he was, you know, Heisman Trophy runner-up. Like, Jalen's no bum. Like, this guy can ball out. He's a good football player. Does he have the best arm in the world? No. But he got a good enough arm to play some meaningful football in the NFL, you know, and be a star in the NFL. So, and then the rest of our draft, you know, what are you looking at? All the guys were solid at the end. I kind of feel like that second round center we got gonna hold fort next year after Kelsey's gone.
Yeah,
you know,
that was a good pick. That was a good pick.
Both,
last year,
really feel like
and Williams. You never mentioned Williams. That was a good pick too. Williams. Y'all picked last year. Williams.
Williams? No,
yeah.
Williams?
Yeah. That was a good pick.
Yeah, he's a pick, man.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
You know,
that's
like,
a good
I
pick,
feel like
dog.
that's going to be the rotation. Fletch and Hargraves, and then Milton Williams and Davis coming in. And that's a nice four-man rotation right there.
Man, coming into year two, yeah. Because what Williams was showing year one and the freakish, because see, yeah. I think y'all last year draft was real good. I think y'all got good players last year for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's back-to-back year for Howie now.
But Howie
out of our dog.
Howie not bad. Y'all just crybabies.
Really, our defense is like, I feel like, I said at the end of the season, if we got new linebackers, our defense wouldn't be as bad as everybody think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pretty bad last year, but it's mostly because our defensive linebackers. You know, our pass rush was, you know, putting pressure on. Were they getting sacked? No, but they were putting the pressure on there. But when the quarterback can take 2 seconds and just two-step drop, you know, and attack the linebackers over and over again, giving up big chunk plays, you know, driving right down the field, and you know, no one's going to stop that. Doesn't matter how good your corners are. Doesn't matter how good your D-line is. And I feel like I said at the end of the year, if the Eagles go out there and get 3 new linebackers, that scheme works better. You know, you got to realize Gannon comes from Minnesota when Minnesota had the best defense in the NFL. But who was his linebacker? You know, Eric Kendricks, Barr, you know, like Pro Bowlers were his linebackers when they was running that defense. And not that the defense is trash. It's just you need to have the right linebackers in there to do it. So what did we go out? We went and got Hassan Reddick, another Pro Bowler, linebacker. It's going to be mostly a pass rush for our team. Then we went and got Kaiser White from the Chargers, who's an ascending young player, had his best year last year with the Chargers with 154 tackles, So he's on his uprise. Plus, he's a Philly boy. He's coming back home. Like a lot of these players, Red is coming back home. All these guys, how he's building a team full of people that want to go back and play for their families and friends and have their friends and stuff at games and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that brings a whole extra level of football play that you can't even put on paper or on any film or whatnot. And all these guys are still young and very talented.
So let's do this. I really do want to have a show in the near future where I want to talk about your draft, and then I'm going to talk about how we match up, and we can do it like we did it today. We can act like we got some class, or we can get into some gangster shit. It's whatever y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's what y'all want to do. I prefer to talk just straight X's and O's and match up. But if y'all get crazy, I'm gonna come right back at you. But I like your knowledge of Philly. That's why I follow you, so that I can get good information. And I think the fans want to see that. Like, I know Philly intimately, and I know Dallas intimately. I would want to set up a whole show with you, Philly Notion, that whole crew, right? And just talk ball. Now, if y'all troll, trust me, it's gonna get ugly real fast, and I'm nasty. Y'all know that. But I'm giving you a peaceful welcome back to Boss Cowboy Sports in the near future, where we'll do a deep dive into Philly. Is that cool?
Hey, anytime, my guy. I love chopping it up with you. Any good content creator, I love. That's what I do on my channel too. I'm not into all the trolling talk. I just want to talk some good football.
Yeah,
that's what I'm down with. And we talk all kind of football over there.
Yeah,
and Birds Broadery is kind of just our show that we get to go in hard on.
Yeah,
I'm like, what I'm saying? That's what we do over there.
Yeah,
but,
and I know
in real life, like I said, on normal days, man, like this is what I do all day. I just talk football. And like I said, I'm not gonna hate on your team. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you guys had our number last year, so it's up to us to come out this year, and get some payback. The only things I can say is, yes, I think that we can say, it does matter being, the only team in our division that's went to the playoffs for the last 5 years, because that shows consistency in winning. That shows consistency for your football team. If we're the only ones to say that, plus we're the last ones to win a championship, you can say we were the last on both sides. The last one, like, out of us to win one, and the last one to win one. It works both ways. But at the same time, that's what we do in Philly. Like, we're building a mentally strong team, physically strong team. And I think this year the sky's the limit for Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, man. All right, cool. We go wrap. We go set it up. I see, boy, Philly Notion. He want Thanos. All right, you go get it. So when we set it up.
Yeah, we can get you on there too. Like, we can get you on. We can have all of our channels going live at the same time.
All right, man. Let me get back to the content. But thanks for the call, bro. And hold on, let me tell everybody where to find you real quick. That was BIRDGANG 31. So you can find them everywhere at BIRDGANG 31, especially on YouTube. Man, stay up, dog.
All right, have a good one.
All right. So, listen, my boy. I'm loving these comments. My boy James said, your time boss is valuable spent talking with Cowboy fans. I love the hate that we have for Philly. Yeah. And I do see a value in talking to the enemy. I do. I really do. I see a value in talking to the enemy, James, because you learn a lot. Just straight up. Like, they do know their team. Once we get past the trolling, once we get past the drama, I'm going to truly listen. I'm going to listen in, because they going to really do a better job of helping me with my next year's scatter report. So they do have value. Yeah, they still our little brother, but they do have value, right? So, so when we have these type guests, don't let it offend y'all don't let it offend you. You know what I'm saying? No, this is the necessary work to learn about our competitors. It's just what it's just what we do, you know? So I want to finish what I was saying with this content. I'm gonna take some more calls too, but we're gonna continue to learn from the enemy. Hold on. I need my Zyrtec. God dog. Man. Whew. All right, but getting back to this content, this show that I'm doing is more so for Cowboys fans, okay? Because we do. I love James. James Gary's a dog. I love you, man. My boy say embarrass the enemy. We don't play them. We don't play the podcasters. I like what you said, but we don't play them. Well, I'm just, we must say embarrass the enemy. Like, they the enemy, but I can't play the podcasters. I can only learn from them. But I love your heart, James. I love your heart. I love your hate for Philly. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Never change, big bro. But I was talking about our fans, right? And it's our fans who need this show today. It's our fans who's falling for the pet cat names, right? And do me a favor, when you come across them types, send them this show so they can be educated. One of the things that they'll see is a Philly fan called in, a Philly podcaster, and we had a real discussion on how I can see where I truly believe we got the better players. And he said, I can see where you see it like that. So, because there are fans, I'm gonna show y'all a real ugly conversation. Okay. So I posted, and I got a lot of followers that's Cowboy fans. And I said the Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names and Dallas drafted better football players. And then you get one of those Debbie Downer types, one of those pessimists that's actually disguising himself as a realist, right? And he comes in to check me. He said, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I don't even believe this biased bull s. If we traded theirs for ours, Cowboy Nation would be going nuts right now. Be honest. So as I'm talking to Philly, I get a Cowboy fan that literally comes in with his chest out to check me. So I'm gonna tell y'all, this is inappropriate at all times. You can disagree, but with somebody taking shots at your enemy, you better, if you disagree, say it with your chest in and not out. Because you sounded like a cornball when you come across like this. Because what's happening is you low-key scared. So those of us who did our research, we know better than to be scared. Because first of all, we know Will McClay history. Number one, we know that. Number two, we know we draft well. So at some point, you got to trust your own execution and your own history. So he brought out Thanos, he brought out Thanos. So I had to punch my own guy in the mouth, right? And I said, so go kiss up the Philly then. Diggs was around the fourth corner. How did that turn out? At some point, Will McClay's board and track record should build confidence in your negative Nancy Cowboy fans. And so then he says, and furthermore, show me on your timeline where you call for any of these players we drafted. But I bet there's plenty of you Philly picks you were hoping we get. Boom, mic drop. But see, he didn't know who he was talking to, because y'all know I got the screenshots. Talking about where I was talking about any of these players. 6 of those players that we drafted was in my book. And I posted there where I had them ranked before the draft. So don't just listen. First of all, don't be that Cowboy fan. Don't do it. Even if you feel like your brother is wrong, it's almost like this. It's like, I'm gonna try to give you the realest example, period. If your wife is wrong, but you know she dealing with an enemy, and you join her enemy to check her, you are a fool. Now, if you pull your wife or your homie to the side and say, baby, I saw that, fight you was having with Philly. I can't stand Philly. But let me put to your side. On those points, I think you was wrong.
Yoga fire.
But see, sometimes we have Scary Jerry, Nancy Cowboy fans who try to disguise themselves as alleged realists, and they pessimists. They scary. So when you know those types, the types that's literally sucking the balls of Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis, who are good players, to the point they want to piss on their own team, send them this video. Because this one will educate them. Because what's happening is a lot of our fans don't know a lot of the facts that I presented today, and why I have confidence that we drafted just as good or better than Philly. And I mean that. That ain't trolling Philly. That's how I, honest to God, feel. We got professional scouts that call this man the best blocker in history. We got professional scouts that said this man is the best defensive end. We got a lot of professional scouts that said this man is the steal of the draft and can potentially play this year. We have professional scouts that said this man has the best hands out of all athletes. We got professional scouts that said this man had the best week out of all receivers in the Senior Bowl. Professional scouts. So why can I can't have confidence in my squad for what they did on the field? Huh? See, I'm going to tell y'all right now why you better know Jalen Tolbert is finna ball. How many small school athletes do Will McClay touch?
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
Huh? How many small school athletes do he even sniff at?
Yoga fire.
So let me tell you how much you should believe in Jalen Tolbert.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
Y'all get ready. I'm finna tell you the truth. I'm finna tell you the truth. See, y'all want lies. I'm finna give you that truth today. Go listen to Will McClay today, right? Where he broke down Jalen Tolbert. Okay? Listen. He gave, according to him, listen, y'all, I'm getting ready to tell you the truth. You just got to get ready. He gave Dak Prescott only 2 names to call before the draft. Listen. One was Jalen Tolbert. So you go get a lot of Philly cat. No, see Philly. Ooh, I can't wait to go against you because you want that smoke, dog. You want that smoke. You go get it too, big dog. You go get it. How you gonna say it's a lie when people that follow me can go right to YouTube, look up Dallas.com, and go right to the interview with Will McClay and hear him say out his own mouth that he gave Dak 2 people to call? It's already out there that Dak called Jalen Tolbert before the draft. But we got in the last 24 hours the reason Dak called. It was because Will McClay gave Dak the people to call. And it was only 2. That is a major bet on Jalen Tolbert. So what Philly fans are hoping, they just hoping this small school guy don't play big. That's all they hoping. It's just hoping he is not as good as he appears to be. It's just a blind hope. He just hoping that this guy on February 3rd, when was the draft? Was it on February 3rd? Nope. So nobody knew when this guy said this about Jalen Tolbert that he was going to be a Dallas Cowboy, but yet his comment was still Jalen Tolbert has easily been the most impressive wide receiver all week. No, not today, not the last 2 days. He said all week easily.
Yoga fire.
Shit. So I'm gonna take some calls, you know, because we go talk facts on here, man. We do measure Kool-Aid on Boss Cowboy Sports. This is not a troll show. We talk football, but I can do that if y'all want to do that. Yeah, you know, I can do that too. You definitely not gonna beat me at that. So you're not gonna beat me trolling. See, because Philly people, you can't troll when you are not even close to equal as us. Because I'm not going to give you equal energy. I'm going to talk down on you like you deserve. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's going on, boss?
What's up, coach?
Let me, you know, man, I want to start off saying this, man. You know, man, these Eagle fans kill me, man. First, I want to say, damn the Eagles first. So I ain't never liked the Eagles anyway. But let's be realistic, people, right? I mean, let's be realistic. If the Cowboys had the same draft capital that Eagles had, well, of course we can compare the draft, because at the beginning of this draft process, they had 3 first-round picks before we even got a pick. Then they traded one and got more picks. So, quite surely, they should have gotten some quality players. But if the Eagles fans are really, really real, they had way more holes to fill where we were just trying to add to a 12-5 team.
Ooh.
So that's why we come out and have our that's why we can say that our picks for what we needed, right, to build on a 12-5 team, yes, they fit our mode of closing some of the holes to improve our team to improve on the 12-5. Are they really impressed with their 10-7 because they got to the playoffs? I would say, okay, they got to the playoffs. They're impressed with 10-7. Again, I asked them this question. So what is their record going to be next year with these improvements? Do they think that they're going to improve maybe by 2 games? They feel that we're going to drop by 2 games? it's a big gap there. This was like this division was. I think they get a misunderstanding since they went to the playoffs. Like this division was in doubt the whole year. We carried a 3 to 4 game lead all year long. I mean, it wasn't like this was in doubt. This division was in doubt. Like it was like, okay, it was close. Now, do they want to say that they improved the gap?
Yes, they closed the gap.
Yes, you respect your opponent.
Yes.
And just like you say, we observe our opponents and what did they do and how they improved their team. But they had more holes, and they still got some holes, because if you start to talk as Philly fans and then you're talking about next year we can try to probably get a quarterback. I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. Right? But if you're talking about you trying to get a quarterback, then you have a glaring hole that you haven't even fixed yet.
Right. I told him that the other day. I told him that exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if taking the spaces that we drafted at, this is what I tell people because we were talking to some people about the draft. Taking a team that was 12-5, like we were, without having any previous year trades that gave us some very top picks or had multiple first-round picks or early third-round picks. There's very few teams that have taken the space between the picks that we took and gotten the quality players that we got in this draft.
Right. Ooh.
Taking where because you only could draft for the places you're at.
Right.
And we were spaced off at 24. We went another 30 picks for our second round pick. If you take the value of where we picked at and the players that we got, because listen, you ain't do too much maneuvering around and great drafting when you drafted 2 players in the top 15 picks. Are you really doing any work when listen here, in most drafts they rank 15, 20 players as actually first round picks. If you got two players in those 2 picks, in the ones that they really say are true first round picks, your front office they did no work. What work did they do? That's obvious.
Hold on, coach. I just want to say this. I love calls where I don't say nothing. Keep going. Just keep talking.
I mean, if they had like their general manager went in and he did some work and they did some scouting and man, they really took they really looked at these players. They put all the big name guys on the board that they have seen over all the college films and all the people that talked about, and they say, okay, we got these early picks. Which one guy we want? They didn't look at anything. And when the caller before, and he's a great caller, the guy that just called, very knowledgeable guy. Yeah, I like his football talk.
Yeah, BIRDGANG.
But when he talks about Jordan Davis compared to another guy, I remember he said something about Fletcher Cox came out, how good he was, but he didn't win no national championship. Man, one player don't win a national championship. The team won the national championship.
Oh.
Dean and Davis did not just because of them. They want to listen. Those 2 played on a team that had 15 people drafted in the NFL drafted, the most guys drafted from one team since I think in like 10, 11 years. So, of course, they was a part of a great set of guys. So all of them working together
won that.
But I'm not saying those 2 guys are not good.
Yeah.
But
They good.
the Cowboys fans, think about it.
Yeah.
Our defense ranked 12th in the NFL last year, with a team that virtually was just put together where half of the season, some of the major parts of the defensive line didn't even play for half a season. So we don't have to do as much on our defense than an Eagles team that was what, 25th?
Yoga fire.
I mean, so if we don't get the players that they got, teams draft what they need. Our draft could not be. We couldn't say, okay, Philly, let us get the players y'all got, and y'all take the players we got. Well, taking their players may not help us. Did they draft a guard?
Yoga fire.
Nope.
Yoga flame.
So their draft would not help us. Now, yes, it's a healthy competition.
Yeah.
But I would say this, as I said to you before, they already had two monsters at defensive tackle last year. And I understand that they're talking about linebackers, because their linebackers were atrocious last year. But they already had two monsters. I hope they didn't forget about Hargrave, because Hargrave is a great player. But here it is again. They did what they supposed to have done based off the amount of picks that they had. And if we had to trade our quarterback because we thought he was a all-world and he turned out to be a bust. The reason why Philadelphia had these picks, because their draft picks in the last 3-4 years have been garbage. So
hold on.
These are the reasons.
Hold on real quick.
When you start drafting early and having.
Hold on. I have to turn them down. So you can tell Coach is always in the barbershops. You can tell Coach been in barbershop wars, because I swear to God, I've never been this quiet just listening to somebody just rip Philly on facts after facts after facts after facts after facts.
That's the reason, boss. The reason why Philly fans, why y'all had these multiple picks, is because y'all made picks on guys in very high rounds that were not y'all franchise players. So y'all had to unload them to get these picks. The Cowboys hadn't that problem. If we had that problem, we would have probably had 3 or 4 first round picks too. So now you go into this thing of drafting. I understand. I like the draft. I like what they done.
And they draft good.
As Cowboy fans,
they do draft good.
If we want to talk football, boss,
and
as Cowboy fans, we can learn something from Philly.
Yeah, some things we can
and
learn from Philly.
We can learn from Philly.
Yeah, some things. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
We can learn. No way we can learn from Philly, and I want to make this point, boss. What we can learn.
All right.
Their season, and we look at, because you always look at your opponents.
Yeah.
Their season, reason why they got beat by 20 points against us the first game, because they ran the ball about 12 times. I mean, less than 12 times.
Yep.
They got to a point of their season, they said, well, we're going to run the ball, and we're going to run it a multitude of times regardless, and their season turned around.
Right.
And their offense got better.
Yep.
And more productive.
Running the ball. Yep. Facts.
And we have that same talent, but more.
Exactly.
Now, if we want to learn something, we can learn that.
Yes. I agree with that. When they put the ball on the ground, their season turned around. When they start putting it in Sanders' stomach and they took the pressure off Hurts, they start winning close games and controlling games.
Right. And now they give him more receivers. And does that more receivers mean that they're going to give more receivers because they're going to throw the ball more? They're going to give him more receivers so they can be more productive with the same amount of throws.
Right. Yeah. And that's where Philly is dangerous. Is if they play us with a commitment to the run and they play us smart, they can squeak out wins. They could never win a shootout with Dallas, with Hurts. But they could win a close game versus Dallas, a real grinding game. I could see that. You know what I'm saying? Just talking real football. And they did finish the year with the proper commitment to the run, which I think changed their whole identity. I'm not sleeping on Philly at all. But I'm
you know how we stopped them,
hold on real
boss?
quick, coach.
Know how we stopped them?
Hold on real quick, coach. I'm not getting off my comment though. My key comment, which is the Eagles drafted popular pet cat draft names. I'm certain that we drafted the better football players. That's what this whole show is about.
And always have.
And always have.
And always have. Previous drafts have showed them. The only reason they drafted like again, boss, is because when they had the same draft status that we had in previous years, like we did, we late first round draft pick, and not a bunch of 5 or 6 100 picks where they almost controlled the board. I mean, how many 100 picks they had in this draft? They traded away one to get a couple of them that they had. So when they had all these 100 picks in the top 100 picks, yeah, they look like they drafted well. But when they had to draft, like we was in a position in the previous years of spread out draft and not a whole lot of premium picks, who drafted well? Matter of fact, they helped our draft by trading with us last year so we can get Jabril Cox. How smart a move was that when the receiver was going to still be there 2 picks later anyway?
Dumbest. And we traded with them to get Tyler Bides. So, but coach,
how smart was that? So coach, I don't think there are people that got real smart. Hey man, they listen. They were playing the draft board like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. They couldn't miss.
Hey coach, let me take another call. But you killed
all right, man.
All right, loved it.
All right, Paul.
All right, that was Coach Marv, y'all. All right, that was Coach Marv, man. We got the phone lines open. So let's get it. Y'all going hard in this chat. I see. Here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What up, Boss Cowboy?
Hey, what's happening, Dur?
Yeah, you know, this is your homeboy D.
Yeah, I know who you are. What's up, Dur?
Yeah, you know, you saying, like, I agree with you on what you were saying. They were drafted on names this year. Didn't they do the same thing last year, too, a little bit? Or am I wrong?
They got some good players last year. I love the Williams
pick. Was it drafted off of names, the people that were good, or was it like this year?
No. Williams wasn't a known name. He was out of Louisiana.
Right.
He was out of Louisiana. I can't remember the name of the school, but I remember the colors. They were blue and red. He was one of the OC's top pick. He was a sleeper pick because he was more so in a small division. He was almost like Tyler Smith is, coming from a non-respected conference, but a freak.
Right.
And he played up to it last year as a rookie. And it's hard to see rookies come in impactful in the interior, but he did. So they did good. And they also got that center out of Bama. And that was a good pick. That was a good pick. That was a sneaky good pick because he was coming off an ACL injury. So a lot of people didn't want to touch him, but he had tremendous upside. Tremendous upside. And he ended up playing, but obviously he struggled, likely coming off that knee, probably didn't get the bend. So an offseason likely helped him. And D. Smith was a fantastic pick. He just would do better if he didn't have Hurts.
Okay. All right, so what I'm trying to make to you and the Philly people in the chat, and the guy that you were talking to on Big Bird. Now he made a lot of good points. Okay, I'm not gonna say he was wrong on all his points.
Yeah, he was cool.
Where we drafted. If you think about it, we drafted the way we drafted because of the way we got knocked out against the 49ers. Am I correct?
Facts.
Or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay, so all right. we got people with attitude, nastiness, okay?
Yeah.
What you think we gonna do when we put them draft picks on the field and we get Deron Bland on the field? Watch the footage of the interceptions and the speed of that boy. Wait till he plays. Wait till he's on punt return team, kickoff team, and you gotta play us Eagles. Watch and see what you get then. Okay?
Yeah.
Watch when Jalen Tolbert fires off on you and you lose 66-7 and you get your butt stomped. We seen you packing like we always do, like we did last year. How many times did we play them last year and we beat them? Tell me, Boss Cowboy.
Oh, man, it was jailhouse rape. Straight up. It was rape, what we did to Philly.
All right. And Jalen Hurts threw what? A couple of interceptions against us too in a couple of games that he played us?
Man.
Okay. Just imagine with Kelvin Joseph. And when do you think Damone Clark is going to be back? Do you think he's going to be back close to the end of the season, or you think they're going to wait till next year?
Nah, I think he gonna be back October, November, because it's too. Hold on, there, because I want to explain this. Hold on, there. Hold on, there. I want to explain the pup list. It's two pup lists. It's an off-season pup list and it's a season pup list. On the off-season pup list, basically, you can basically keep a player, and he can go through all the film work, all the facilities, all the training. He just can't participate in practice. Okay, they can't participate in practice. If they do participate in even one, then what happens is you lose your pup for the season. If you don't feel like that player's ready for the season, then you can put them on a season pup list, and that's where they're going to miss the first 6 games. His surgery is said to take about 3 to 6 months, right? He had it in March. So I'm explaining this timeline because it's likely looking like he should be fully healed by September because he had it in March. But that's going to put him in the middle of the season, which is going to likely have him on a season pup list, which is going to likely make it October, November, because of that 6 weeks when he returns.
Right. Okay. So let me make this point, all right? Say he comes back after the 6 games because they put him on the pup list, right?
Yeah.
For those 6 games, okay? But did he not say that if he had to play a game, he could play one?
Yeah.
If he had to play a game?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think with J-Ron Curse, Damone Clark, Micah Parsons, what's his name? Malik Hooker, and Donovan Wilson, and Trayvon Diggs, Kelvin Joseph, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dave Williams, what's his name, in the 5th round, Mr. Nasty from Arkansas, okay? You got that on the field against the Eagles? Are you for real? Are you playing? Or are you stupid? Okay? You're going to get got by Mr. Micah Parsons, Mr. Chesty, Mr. Queen. Get that quarterback on the ground. Put him in the dirt. Get real.
Yeah, we're a better team. We're a better team.
You know, you're going to be looking at a 14-2 Cowboys season if them boys play the way they play.
Yeah.
And everybody stays healthy. And then that offense going to be nasty.
And it's also about how do we cook. That's also just as important. We got to, because we got the groceries. We got the groceries. We just got to cook it right. You know? We just got to cook it right. We got the groceries. We got everything we need to make a 5-star dinner. But we also got some things that we got to correct, like Kellen Moore believing his system is better than playmakers.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with you on all that, and that's why I tell you all that. That's why I always listen to your show and share your stuff, because you be speaking facts and you be teaching me stuff that I don't really know. But at the same time, like you say, if you're gonna speak facts and you come at me with stuff, come with me with stuff that's real talk, that you know that's really real, what it's about. Like that Jake Ferguson pick, that guy got hands. What do you think he gonna do? You ain't really got much film on. I mean, you have college film on him. What do you think he gonna do? Turn up alongside Schultz, alongside CeeDee Lamb, alongside Jalen Tolbert, alongside James Washington, alongside Zeke and Pollard. What do you think they gonna do when they decide to run? They gonna road break your ass. You know?
Yeah.
You gonna get got. Period.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't do well when like you say, Philly fans or Philly Nation out there on Twitter and in your chat talking all that crazy mess, because I ain't gonna play that with you. Yeah, I'm gonna speak facts to you. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Until you beat us in a meaningful game, in a third round or first round playoff game, and you actually beat us terrible, then you could talk. Until then, you need to shut your mouth and keep quiet.
Man.
Period.
Yeah, man. Durr, I sure appreciate the call, man. I love your energy all the time.
I love you, and I always share your stuff, and I'm sorry I missed the 3 days of the draft show when you were doing the draft, because I had to, on the first day I was there, and I didn't get to announce a pick because somebody lied to me, which is fine. It's okay. That's all right, you know, but I still be a Cowboys fan. I'm always going to be a Cowboys fan. I always going to rock with the Cowboys no matter what. You couldn't pay me $60 billion to switch to another team. I don't care what team it is, period. You know? And that's like I love Law, and I love you, and I love OC, and all you guys. You guys are fam. But if you're going to speak something, and I love Mark P because he be speaking knowledge too that I learned from him. So all Cowboys Nation is fam. But if you're going to talk realness, be real. Don't be fake like you be saying. Don't be that fickle fan or that fake Cowboys fan. Be a real fan.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like and share your content. Learn from the footage. You know, learn from the people that have been doing it longer, and take the constructive criticism and do your own homework.
Right on. All right, Durr.
All right, love you, Buck.
Love you too, man. All right, that was Durr. So like my boy Choctaw Montana, he said Dallas is not better. Stop it, y'all. So Choctaw, I could tell you came in late. So this whole show was to actually counter that thought, because it's a lot of people that's looking at the names that Philly drafted and they drunk, and that's cool. This whole show was to build the case, which I know I did, but I could tell you came in late. So come back on the next show after watching this show, and if you still think that after watching all the facts that I break down on all our players, then let's talk about it. I'll obviously open up the phone lines. I'm not tripping on anybody having an opinion like that, but I talked about how even if you think stuff like that, all caps, come on, Cowboy fans, we can't talk like that, especially with the enemy in our house. Come on, man, we can't. You know what I mean? You can disagree, all caps, on your family because we feel like we did better. We all gotta learn how to join together to be against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, that's my whole point. Like, I can understand it where some people might think they did better, but I'm saying if you in my family, come deep, hit me in a DM, dog. That's how, to me, that's how we gotta act, especially with the enemy right on our doorstep, clearly trolling. Because then what we did is we are joining the enemy against the family. And it's like, yeah, I'm cool with people disagreeing, but it's a certain way we got to disagree, especially with the enemy right in our house. And I made that example when I showed this dude who called himself checking me. He called himself checking me. I'm gonna show it one more time because it was crazy. Big Run came in. He wanted to check me. Everybody want to check us when we don't think Philly did as good as us. And this is real. This ain't being a fanboy. This is about all the facts. This is about Brian Baldinger clearly featuring 3 of our players before they was drafted. It's right in our face. Sam Williams featured 3 times on his personal page. This ain't no joke. This ain't making stuff up. Sam Williams got an A grade by CBS. Was called the best defensive end in the draft. He said, hold on. He said, Boss Cowboys fam, I was at the draft. Definitely was pleased, fam. Just saying. And yes, all capitals. God damn, bro. All right, cool. All right, cool. If you feel like that's cool, bro. That's cool. All right. But I'm going to still make my case that I feel like we did better. And especially when you look at our track record. Because this is the perfect example, and I'm going to end the show. If this don't do it, I'm done. I can't help everybody. I'm just going to present the facts. I'm going to move on. I'm done with it. So somebody responded to me the right way to my tweet. When I said, and Big Run was in there, you know, another Cowboy fan that want to check other Cowboy fans, like disagree, but all the checking, all right, cool, bro. We can do it like that. So he responded, but what he said, based on what I said, he said, I've been saying the same thing, LOL. Just because Twitter people fall in love with prospect means dick. We had 31st ranked draft last year's Giants. 11th ranked. I wouldn't trade Micah for their whole draft class. Yeah, he's showing, my boy right here, he's showing how last year the Giants got an A- grade versus we last year got killed. And I'm trying to show everybody that this happens every year, even though we draft well every year. And so you got different Cowboys that's going to give different grades based on how they saw the draft. And I'm really done after this. I'm not going to explain this no more. This is going to be the only show that explain this. Because before the draft, keeping it real, we did multiple scenarios. We talked about offensive ego, building defense, which I say we did. Traditional BPA, we didn't. We talked about loading up on picks. We didn't, because we didn't move down. We talked about drafting for need, which we did. That's what we did. We talked about stopping the run. I would say we got some players for that, but we didn't prioritize that. We talked about dogs, which we did. This draft, we got dudes with a lot of tape, with a lot of nastiness on their tape. And we talked about 30 visits. So you can tell we did the 30 visits, the dogs, and we definitely kept building the defense. That's for sure. And it was also need. It was those 4. That's what this draft was. So if you saw this draft as, did we take care of our need, you would give this draft a B+ to an A-. If you wanted BPA, you would give this draft a D. Just straight up. If you wanted to load up on picks, you would give this draft an F. So I'm cool with Cowboy fans having different grades because it's based on what your expectations were. And that's just what it is. But this is Boss Cowboy Sports, and I think I covered it. I do challenge people that came in late. Go back and watch the show. Just go back and watch it. It's gonna be worth it. Where I said the Eagles drafted popular pet cat names, the Cowboys drafted better football players. I stand by it. I don't blink when I said it. And I proved it. I proved it. How the top scouts was calling our guys before they was drafted the best guys. It's all documented. I showed it. But all of a sudden, after the draft, they're not the top guys. Yeah. Well, that happens when it's about capitalism. And I'm going to end it on this. We got to learn as Cowboy fans that the mass media is going to cater to the massive amount of haters that hate us, but especially because we're viewed as America's team and we're the most popular team in the world. Envy and jealousy come with that type of recognition. And you're going to have a lot of professional, mainstream organizations that's going to cater to the hate. And I'm just trying to get people to learn how to sift through the trash and really see the facts. Because what's happening is a lot of us are in our feelings over San Fran, and we like a scorned person that been scorned in a relationship and don't know how to trust again. So we don't trust nothing. And that's, to me, backwards judgment. If you have an issue with how our front office handle trades, I agree with you. If you have an issue with how our front office does too much talking in the public, I agree with you. If you have an issue with how our head coach was undressed by our owner, I agree with you. If you have an issue with Kellen Moore's system over playmakers, I agree with you. But if you have an issue with how we get talent, I don't agree with you. And you are being a scorned, emotional Cowboys fans who's looking at those first four reasons, so you throwing away the baby with that bath water. And I'm just keeping it real. So on this show, we try to say we measure Kool-Aid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to give you all the good. I'm going to also try to give you all the bad, both in balance. So what I'm trying to say is it's not as good and it's not as bad as we think. And we drafted really good. So if you like the content, obviously we want y'all to do what y'all been doing. We greatly appreciate it. Our numbers are way up. I mean, way up. Like, I've never seen our numbers like this. And it's only because you guys are really buying in to what we do here at Boss Cowboy Sports, where we really try to give you ideas that's going to help get us to 6. That's the mission of what we do. And with that, sometimes we go against y'all. Sometimes. That's just how I go. Sometimes we go against the crowd. But we gonna have convictions on what we saying, and we gonna stay flat-footed anyway. But I think people been watching us do that, and they starting to trust us more. They say, okay, I might not agree with Boss, I might not agree with the OC, but I at least know that they're trying to come from a place of honesty. They trying to tell us the truth, regardless of what it is. They trying to tell us the truth, and they trying to tell us the things that they think are hindrances to us winning. That's what we do. And that's what y'all do. We accept the debates. We accept the challenges. And whatever answer we give you is based on loyalty. When we were saying Steele was better than Lyle, we was very unpopular for that opinion. We lost subs. We lost people we was attacked openly by other podcasters. It happened, but we stood what we knew was true, and we just rocked with it. And in the end, we got those subs back because people caught up, and they was like, you know what? They was telling the truth. And that's what we trying to do. We might not agree, but y'all know that we gonna be loyal, not devoted. And continue to do what y'all doing, because that helps a lot as well when y'all give to the Boss Cowboy Sports Cash App, especially those who love the content and what we try to bring here. So please continue to do that. That's helping us a lot. We've made some upgrades. We're going to make some more. And it's only through your generous donations that we're able to do that. But this is Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Y'all go get some more content tomorrow. I'm not going to do content Monday. A friend of mine passed. His funeral is on Monday. So I'm not going to do any content. I'm going to spend all the time with my friend and his family. Y'all will see me again Tuesday and Wednesday, and we go continue the process of putting ideas out there to help us win. So this is Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. Continue to like and share, especially going out the door, and y'all stay up. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.